Yep, Isoscene versus +1, right? Game number 2.
ZVZ.
Fifth week. This is halfway point, and we're playing Qualcomm. We're both 2-2. We're about to start. Argentower took game number 3 out of order. And then DC Tsunami responded and got his team on the board, and it's tied 1-1.
So I just want to comment that with the whole Game 3 going first thing, that's not nearly as confusing as playing Game 4 in a best of 3.
Like we did last season.
Exactly. Those sneaky Terran bastards just start floating their buildings all over the place.
Okay, game number 2 commencing. Here in the lower right hand corner, we have from Team Qualcomm +1, the purple Zerg. In the upper right hand, I always do that. Upper left hand corner, the blue Zerg from Team IBM, Isoscene.
Hooray!
Another ZVZ. At the beginning of the game, someone claimed that they were going to do a triple spawning pool build off of 6 drones. They lied.
I was really looking forward to that too.
So I talked to Isa a little bit before this game because both him and I had to play ZVZs this week. And so I told him that I've been doing a lot of 8-pool builds on ladder, and I said, you know, it doesn't win a lot of the times, but it puts you ahead. Or it like confuses your opponent. Just, I don't know, it creates really weird games. So I've been having a lot of luck with it. And so he was talking about what he was going to do. He had looked at this map, and Daedalus Point has the really, really gigantic natural base. It's very wide open. So he was thinking about doing something aggressive with Ling Baneling. You know, maybe like a 14-14 all-in, or a fast expand into a Ling Bane all-in. Just because it's really hard to... You can't really do a block off. You would need 3 queens to block off the main ramp, and you can't block off the natural ramp at all. And even Spinecrawlers, you can run circles around him, so... To see if he does indeed choose to go for that. We've got pool first coming down for both players.
Well, one was a 14 pool and one was a 16 pool. I'm kind of confused. I'm not a Zerg player, but is that standard?
Yeah, I mean, 14 pool is certainly standard. 14, 15, or 16, it's all about the same. Right around then, yeah, it's not a big deal.
ISO went for hatch next as opposed to the extractor.
Well, yeah, he went hatchery, and purple was actually trying to expand as well, but ISO was able to block the hatchery and kill the drone.
Oh my!
So, yeah. So ISO, I mean, it's not a huge thing, but ISO's hatchery is going to be, about 20 seconds.
It's 20
faster.
seconds ahead, yeah.
So that's a nice pickup. Gas is a little bit faster for purple. He's got about 40 gas mined before ISO even starts, so not a huge difference. Speed will be about 30 seconds faster for purple. Or +1.
I mean, Isocene's queen is going to come out about a second before the other queen, so for +1. So obviously Isocene's ahead.
Yeah, that 1 second queen advantage, that can give you the whole game. Akira is reporting that he now works for Qualcomm. So speed, yeah, speed is about, it's only about 20 seconds faster for +1. So not a huge difference in speed. No drone transfer for either player, which I guess kind of makes sense. On this map, the distance between the main and the natural is so large that a drone transfer... Well, actually, we do see a small transfer for ISO.
Just 2 drones or so.
Yeah, I think actually he's just rallying drones down. Spine Collar and a Baneling Nest coming down to the front for Isoscene, and neither of those coming down for +1. Instead, he's starting to build quite a few Zerglings. He's got 12 on the way, 14 on the way, in addition to the 12 that are already out of the map. So that's going to take him up to 24 Zerglings out of the map now, with 6 more in production and a Baneling now starting. So yeah, it looks like +1 is going to be the one who's doing a lot of Baneling aggression here. And ISO... Oh, and there goes ISO as well. Oh, well, that's because he sees the Zerglings streaming across the map with his overlords now, so...
I mean, he's up by 6 workers right now. Isoscene is.
He is. He's building 3 Banelings in his natural, but again, this is what we mean by that wide open space. He can just run right into the main, and he's going to have free reign on all of these drones. He's going to go down
There goes
instantly.
Queen.
Drone's going to go down. Here comes Iso's Baneling, so let's see how his Baneling control is here. He's got 3 of them, but they're all clumped up right now. No splitting of the Banelings, just hurting the Zerglings. Like sheep to an acid flame. And there will be a retreat from +1.
And on the back of this, Isocene's getting another 7 drones.
Yeah, he's going to be way up on drones. It'll be 31 to 20.
Oh, wow.
That might be excessive. I guess it's time for a repeat of Game 3. I mean, this aggression is not over yet. So...
Not by any means.
I mean, both players need to be careful, because this is where like 1 or 2 good Baneling hits can just end the game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Zerglings outside Ice's base.
Iso
Here
needs
we
to
go.
rebuild his main hatch queen.
4 Banelings come in, 1 goes down immediately, the other 3
Oh.
get good hits, but there are 2 Banelings left over for Iso.
Yeah, that's a big
connection.
hit.
Oh, there's 1 more Baneling in the back too. So Iso really doesn't have any lings, but he has 3 Banelings still.
Retreating? Oh.
Very good hold by Iso, and +1 is giving up. He's gone back to droning, but he's going to be behind now.
Units
Oh,
lost.
except Iso's building another round of lings.
Yeah.
Iso's afraid of getting attacked, so we'll equalize. Yeah, it's going to be 30 drones to 30. Iso is taking a play out of my game again and building double Evo, knowing that when things get crazy, upgrades can save your life.
Yep. He's also getting his lair already.
Very nice.
Now let's see if +1's control is good.
Yeah, I don't think Iso's really trying to do anything here. That was probably more scouting than anything else. Just to see what he could see. So he sees there's an Evo coming up. And that's about the only thing. Can't really read too much into that.
Do you think he should have thrown a couple of wings up into the main just to scout out things like this little spire that just went down?
I mean, if you can, that's actually a really high APM thing to do. To be able to, like, effectively split off a couple wings, run them around, and actually get up in there and see anything. I have
Understood.
be doing that. So yeah, it would be good.
Oh. So our Qualcomm Zerg does not see the 3rd yet until just now? So
got a couple scout-
one's going Spire, the other one's expanded. But ISO hasn't even scouted the layer yet, right? So
Yeah.
does he see the gas? He sees double gas. Maybe he can assume something's coming, tech-wise. Here's the Ling.
+1's taking his 3rd as well.
Okay.
And did he... He does see this 3rd. He has definitely not seen the spire yet, which could be problematical. He does have
Looks like
roaches up,
it's-
though.
Yeah, it's going to be Roaches versus Mutas here. Or presumably, eventually it'll be Roach Hydra versus Muta.
Yep.
These Mutas, he
Hydra's
doesn't
about
have
to
a
start.
lot of gas. He's only got 600 gas, so...
Yeah, it'll be 700 here shortly.
Yeah, there's the Mutas now.
7.
So it'll be 7 Mutas on the way, and they are rallied across the map immediately. But ISO did send that overseer, and did he see it?
Yes,
saw
he
the
did.
spire.
Started spores at every single base. Or he's about to start at the 3rd, but he definitely hasn't started at the other 2.
Yeah, he's only got... And the Hydralisk den is down, so I think that's actually more important now. Hydras
Yeah.
were a reasonable response to Mutas before, but now with the DPS buff, Hydras are just I don't know. I don't understand why people play Mutas and ZVZ still. I feel like it's so bad. Spores are so good and Hydras are so good now that
People don't scout. Easy wins.
yeah. So here's the push out from +1. It's going to be Ling, Baneling, Muta. There's 0-0 on the Ling, Baneling. They are about to have +1 attack, and the Mutas are about to have +1 attack for this fight as well.
How many mutas are out? Looks like there's 5 or 6 mutas out.
Go trying to run into the third. First Baneling connection is not that great, so not that great Baneling connections either from +1. It's actually a close fight on
This
the
base
ground.
isn't good. This base didn't die.
No.
Yeah,
Trying to
barely.
focus it
Yeah,
down.
that was no. He got it down to 100 hit points, but that was hugely in favor of ISO. He's up by like 1,500, 1,700 resource right now, or from the resources loss perspective.
Right. And ISO poked out with his Zerglings here just to see if he could get anything done and maybe scare some more units out of +1, but not really committing to any sort of attack.
Yeah. And the other thing is he lost all of his mutas. So he's rebuilt them. He's got 6 of them floating around now, but that was those are units that you want to harass with and run away, and then they heal back up, go harass again. They still have the ridiculous regen, right?
They do have the regen. I'm curious if he's going to stop at 6 and just use these for map control to pick off the towers, like pick off that Baneling there, you know, pick off overlords, that sort of thing, or if he's still going to commit to mutas.
Well, he's not built any more of them yet, so
He's got
there
a
is
huge
+2
swing attack.
range, +2 range on the way for Isoscene. The +1 is only getting his +1 ground armor right now. He already has +1 ground melee attack, but that's not going to help against, well, not going to help much against the range.
Two-pronged attack here for +1. He tried to push in with the Lings at the third while doing a poke with the mutas at the natural, and ISO pretty successfully thwarts both of those. I think that +1 was really hoping to kill that weakened third.
Wow, how many drones
And,
can this Zergling kill?
What happened? Is there? Oh yeah, we got one Zergling was chewing away back there.
He got 4 at least.
So workers are tied 53-52. And +1 is going to try and take a 4th behind this. He is still committing to that muta production. He's got 6 out, 5 more on the way. But as I say that, actually, he's building a Roach Warren, so
And a second Evo chamber.
maybe he is thinking of switching to Roach Hydra as well. Really like to see ISO put down a 4th, because he's got 1,000 minerals in the bank, and because his third is so weak, it's very prone to getting sniped. So even if he doesn't saturate another base, like throw down 1 or 2 more hatcheries, so if you lose this one, you can transfer all the drones.
Yeah.
+1 right on top of things, sends that Zergling out to potential 4th. Check for it.
Though those swings are just going to get eaten by this roach.
1-1 Roach versus 1-1 Ling.
Favors the roach just a little bit. Yeah,
Worker
these
count
mutas are just
gold.
floating here, not doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I don't like mutas in ZVZ, because now that he knows there's spores everywhere, and he's already cleared out the overlords, like, what do you do with them? They're not going to be good in a straight-up battle, and their potential for harass is pretty much gone. So it's just like wasting a lot of gas.
You got another 2 Evo chambers, 3 Evo chambers coming down just to body block this hatchery.
That might
Make
also
it a little
be
bit harder to touch.
Probably not for Vipers. Yeah, it's probably just for a wall.
Yeah.
Oh, nice! Yeah, he's walling in the weakened hatchery. That's actually really
Yeah.
smart.
Guess it saves you to
Brilliant.
transfuse energy too. That's your other option, really. So transfuse, but
Swarm host.
Ooh, that's an interesting transition.
what?
+1 is building a single swarm host. Not sure if
Is
he's
this the
planning-
patented single swarm house build?
Well,
Yeah,
he's
no
not gonna
shit.
have any. He's not gonna have critical number, and he's not certainly not gonna have it in time for this push right here, right?
Well, it's not like he's going for Enduring Locust because he's already researching path to
Getting
decline.
pathogen glands, yeah. Here we go, big battle.
Greenling hits have to be
Isos
good.
Iso's kind of all balled up here. Actually, both players are kind of all balled up. Those Butas, see, Butas just died instantly.
Evaporated. Yeah.
All right, looking good for Zerg. I mean, sorry for Zerg. Haha, for IBM. Well played.
Iso, and he takes a convincing fight.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
So IBM will
Walked
go up
in all the way
2-1.
through. He didn't even wait for his +2 armor to finish. So, as predicted, the Zerg player won.
All right, Variance.
Okay. Drop the call.
Very close.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
GLGL.